Welcome to PlayStation Corner, my name is Alex and today we're going to be taking a look at my favourite deals across PSN stores covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. This week the prices they range from like $2 to $30 or your regional equivalent, so we'll call it a serious mix. With that though, like hit subscribe, join us here on PlayStation Corner for reviews and deals weekly, and let's get started. First up then, Carrion. This is one I'd consider an indie gem. It's back matching the low price with 40% off. Influenced by horror movies of the past, it's a Metroidvania, but the spin here, you play the killer alien, not the survivor, so it's definitely good fun and not really horror in the sense of scary, rather I'd say horror themed. Gameplay wise as well, the more you destroy, the bigger you get. I was concerned controls would be awkward considering you have all of these, legs, but it's actually intuitive and yeah, it's just a unique world as you try to escape this lab. The only complaint, a lack of a traditional map, means it can be confusing and you will get lost. Otherwise though, definitely good stuff. The soundtrack then as well, particularly impressive. Alan Wake Remastered finds itself with a new low price then, 33% off, a horror game this one, having you take that lead role. The idea though, you are a writer, you have writer's block and your loving partner decides she's gonna take you away, try to help out. Well, you arrive, all things seem chill, and then she goes missing. It gets seriously surreal at points, but stunning writing throughout. Gameplay wise then, the remaster, third person horror, largely identical, so if you didn't like it back when it originally released, you won't like it now. For me, for example, I had difficulties with gunplay and that remains the case. Great to see it though, getting this love though, absolutely deserved. Metro Exodus Gold Edition then returns on sale with a new low price, 75% off. The Metro series is just stunning. It throws you into a post-apocalyptic world and then it asks you to survive. Think here escaping Moscow and heading out across this world, but it's a whole host of gunplay, stealth and exploration. You can play it your way, but I definitely wouldn't call it a run and gun experience, more methodical, and often stealth will be your best friend. Come here for the story though, the mutants. Check out the past entries if you haven't already as well. They are also on sale for less than $10 each. This is actually the third game in the series, and it even got a PS5 upgrade as well. Nothing amazing honestly, but it's still a step up, and this game it was great looking to begin with. Sniper Elite V2 Remastered then is one of our cheaper games today, matching the low price here with 90% off. That also marks a new low price, and while Sniper Elites get an array of opinions around them, this was my personal favourite entry. It was actually the first one I ever played, so I think it just stuck with me over the years, but I just remember being so impressed with its customizable sniper controls. Think here though, a target, a smaller sandbox, and then you mostly need to figure it out yourself. Seems like a good shout out as well, given the fact Sniper Elite 5 is releasing in the coming week. While I'm on the budget then, Panzer Dragoon Remake is our cheapest game today, 90% off, and it's not perfect, but I was one of the few that liked a lot of what it did. If you played this back in the day, it's essentially a one-to-one remake with new visuals to tidy it up. Controls not quite as tight, but I was able to work with them, and it's essentially an on-rails shooter with some freedom in your screen placement. The story though then still means very little to me all of these years later. You ride a dragon after an opening battle and you need to stop another dragon from reaching a tower that could spell destruction. It's short, arcade style fun, but it's one I grew up on, so it will always be an important kind of game to me. Think a whole lot of like high score chasing. Catherine Full Body then is back on sale with 75% off. This is only the second time we've ever seen this price, and if you watch any of my channels at Switch, Xbox, or of course this one, you'll know I'm a big fan, and self-plug here, I've linked all of the channels down in the pinned comment below. This one though, it's a puzzle game from Atlas that went on to basically generate a cult status. The idea, it's anime meets puzzle game, and it's got this fantastic narrative around unfaithful partners being killed in their dreams. That death though carries over to the real world. The gameplay then, climb towers and basically escape all sorts of nightmares. It gets seriously creepy. It even then has a competitive multiplayer mode built in, and it went on to somehow become a tournament fighter over the years. But yeah, this expanded edition then it adds new multiplayer characters and a new story arc as well. Ruined King a League of Legends Story Deluxe Edition, then we have a decently sized sale on these, Ultimates Gold so on editions. I mostly avoid them typically, but this one it's only a couple of bucks more than what's been seen on the base game before, and you get a weapons pack, a starter pack and skin variants. This was the first of many upcoming League spin-offs though, and I was really impressed. A stunning visual style world and a good 25 or so hours of story. You'll definitely be getting your money's worth. Gameplay wise, it's a turn-based RPG with a massive focus on its narrative, but it's great to see them expand upon this universe. I myself don't really know much about League, and this felt like a great starting point. It's a new low price then, 35% off. Quickly on this one as well, a combat's deep, a lane system with cooldown tracking ultimates and just general strategy around not just the attack strength, but actually when you use it as well. Our penultimate game of the video then, Marva is Dead Deluxe Edition. It's rocking 25% off. We've seen this price once before, and yes, it's another expanded edition, but I like this one a lot because it throws in another game. That was the team's first release, Town of Light. Now I reviewed Marva is Dead here on the channel. I'll link that in the pinned comment down below, and while it had some performance issues, definitely enjoyed it. The gameplay would be best described as first-person horror, so yes, an air of walking sim. I'd even call it somber at points, but it has you exploring a wartime era. It's just so unique. It gets seriously creepy though and surreal, and just be warned, on the PlayStation it did get censored very slightly, though it wasn't a huge moment, and it probably did the game a favour sales-wise honestly, because it led to a ton of free marketing. Beautiful world design then, and music as well. Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2 Elite Edition, then it gets a new low price of 50% off, and this, it may not sound like it, but it's actually the base game with a free PS5 upgrade as well. That's not just visuals either, but adaptive triggers though underused here, haptic feedback, texture upgrades and 4K. It also includes the expansion for free and a DLC pack. I'd consider this the easier of the two big Sniper players if I'm looking at this and Sniper Elite, but this one it's first person and a similar idea, small sandbox, get a target, go take them out. The only thing I don't enjoy, it relies on close-up gunplay to this one, and that's nowhere near as developed as its long range. Great price though, and I absolutely think it's worth it. And that is the week down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week or holding onto that cash? With that then, hit subscribe, join us here on PlayStation Corner for reviews and deals weekly, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.